And we're in the house back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, bigger news for you guys because I really have this crazy stat actually. Eddie Nketiah has now scored 6 goals from just 11 starts in all competitions this season for Arsenal. Like he's played for Arsenal, he scored 4, and for Leeds, he's done twice. He just pounced on that goal against Southampton. I'm actually looking a very bright future for this energetic striker. Well, not only this, let's talk about James Benge actually tweeted this out in the first half, at the end of the first half of Arsenal versus Southampton. He said, Arsenal have done really well to keep hold of the ball. Has helped a lot that they have three very composed ball players at the back in Tierney Holding and Arteta era Mustafi, for now at least. Between them, they've completed 95 of 108 passes. So you can understand and see how exactly, the defense had stood up yesterday for Arsenal. Well, not only this, according to Premier League, currently Arsenal have agreed only to a likely temporary contract extension for Luiz and have made an offer for a new contract for him. And as James Benge suggested, as he understands, it is the latter would be on lower wages than the 125k a week he currently earns. So that is a big and huge important statement that nobody knew about it. But moving on, officially, of course, Arsenal have confirmed 1 year extension. Suspect it may be a case of this have been concluded very late in the day. Arteta said that at 7 p.m. on June 23rd that the club were still working on deals. So let's not forget that valuable piece of information. Well, not only this, let's talk about something better and upcoming crazy. That Arsenal are ready to sign Thomas Partey, but the problem is Atletico are hell bent, and they've made it clear to Arsenal that they will not entertain any player exchanges. Arsenal will have to pay 43 million pounds and get your man. It's simple. You want your man, pay up, get your man. Simple as that. But moving on, Granit Xhaka has opened up about Eddie Nketiah and Willock scoring in the win at Southampton. He says, I think we have some very good youngsters and they have big futures. They are already helping us and they keep working hard as well. And talking about it, the first transfer talk is Arsenal looking at Porto midfielder Danilo in transfer window. Now, who is this Danilo? Well, Arsenal are tracking Porto midfielder Danilo Pereira and plan to explore the possibility of a summer move in the coming weeks. These are the sources which have actually told ESPN. Head coach Mikel Arteta is keen to add a stronger physical presence to his midfield, but has to work with a limited budget due to the financial impact of COVID-19 and the prospect of a fourth season without Champions League football. But Danilo has a release clause of 60 million euros, but the sources have told ESPN that Porto are willing to sell for around one-third of that price amid pressures related to the coronavirus pandemic and meeting UEFA's financial fair play requirements as well. The 28-year-old's contract expires in 2022, and although he's focused on Porto's attempt to win the Primeira Liga, they are 3 points clear of second place Benfica with 6 games to play. He's open to a move to the Premier League. Well, if Arsenal go for him, I think he's a good presence in the midfield, but more than that, I think there are better options. There are more younger options, so he won't, as he's not coming on the cheap. So you must understand that getting him would not be the best idea, because if you're trying to build in for the next 4 seasons, for the next 4 years, when you're actually planning to actually get a title in one of those 4 seasons, you need to understand that you need to ride your luck on youngsters. I would believe that if somebody who's 22, 23 would be a very smart buy. And talking about it, well, Gabriel Martinelli, it has been confirmed that Gabriel Martinelli had a successful arthroscopic procedure undertaken to repair a lesion in the cartilage of the left knee and will not be available for the rest of the season. Well, as I would suggest, I would wish him all the best, and I just can't wait to see him back on the pitch again. Gabriel Martinelli. I mean, he is a gem, a great find for Arsenal this season, and probably next season he would be a beast. I was expecting to see some action for him this season, but that is not sadly going to happen. So let's see. Well, there's certain news that Bubakari Sumare, yes, there are certain sources where Bordeaux, the news is coming from Bordeaux that Somare has been negotiating with Arsenal. Bubakari Sumare is a very good midfielder, so let's see if that will turn out good for Arsenal. While talking about Arsenal's team news and injuries, Cedric Soares is aiming to be available for selection after Sheffield United away, which is the FA Cup game on Sunday. But Kieran Tierney has muscle cramps, but he's available for selection. Lucas Torreira, who has a right ankle issue, is progressing well and aiming to return to full training in the forthcoming days. So we are going to have a midfield headache to see whether it's going to be Dani Ceballos alongside Granit Xhaka or Lucas Torreira. But let's see. Achraf Hakimi has agreed to sign for Inter Milan. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Fabrizio Romano reports that Inter are in advanced talks to sign Achraf Hakimi. Now, he was definitely being sought by a lot of clubs. Inter were there, and so were Arsenal at one point of stage. But it looks like he wants to leave Real Madrid to be a starter, and Inter have contacted Real, and the player has accepted to listen their bid. He's the first target as right back for Antonio Conte. Well, not only this is the biggest reason Joe Willock was the first to react to score that second goal. Well, you can see in the images of the goalkeeper's gloves, the ball actually leaves the goalkeeper's gloves, and he's the only person already thinking about the rebound. So you can understand the quick reaction led to that goal. Well, not only this, Arsenal's title-winning assistant manager for George Graham, Theo Foley, is dead. Well, rest in peace, my friend. I mean, this is unbelievable, but rest in peace for now. But moving on, Kalidou Koulibaly. Well, Kalidou Koulibaly is reportedly set to join Manchester City in a £72 million deal this summer. The Napoli defender had attracted interest from the likes of Arsenal, Manchester United, Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona and Real Madrid. Newcastle were also hoping to convince him to join them ahead of their proposed takeover, but it looks like he is set to choose Man City as he wants to play under Pep Guardiola, and it looks pretty much certain. City's defense is in tatters, and the best part would be that Pep Guardiola takes the best defender on the market. We'll move it on. Well, tributes have been paid to former Arsenal assistant coach Theo Foley, who has died at the age of 83. The Irishman enjoyed a successful playing career with Northampton and Charlton Athletic before taking up backroom roles at a number of clubs. After his passing was announced, ex-Gunner striker Kevin Campbell wrote, "I'm totally shocked and saddened at the passing of Theo Foley. What a special football man and gentleman he was. He helped me so much behind the scenes at Arsenal and always was a pleasure to be around. Rest in peace, Theo Foley." Well, talking about it, Arsenal photographer Stuart McFarlane wrote, "So sad to hear that Theo Foley has passed away. A lovely guy and a real football man." That's really great to hear. But moving on, Arsenal have suffered a transfer setback with Levan Kurzawa reportedly expected to extend his Paris Saint-Germain deal. The 27-year-old's deal expires on June 30th, and Paris Saint-Germain are desperate to keep the highly rated left back in the French capital. Kurzawa is on the brink of signing a new 4-year extension to his contract in Paris Saint-Germain with improved amount of money. Well, Sol Campbell has described Eddie Nketiah as fantastic following his masterclass against Southampton. He says he's sharp, always lively, always pushing. He comes back in defense too. That's exactly what you want from a young player. Fantastic. Well, Joe Willock has revealed how Arsenal training has changed lately for the better. He says, "There was a bit of edge in training. People were a bit angry. We had to test each other. We had to push each other to the limit and try to come out and show it in the game today. I feel like we defended well together and got a clean sheet and scored 2 goals. The edge of in training is a good thing." Well, much of the Liverpool fans are actually celebrating them winning the title. But the problem is there are certain Arsenal fans who are very much happy that they won an away game in the Premier League. One Gunnar actually tweeted this out. He said, "The wait is finally over for the fans. Arsenal won an away game and this guy was all over the moon." Well, moving on, Manchester United and Tottenham are set for a transfer tug-of-war for Napoli striker Arkadiusz Milik. But it looks like Tottenham have made contact with Milik's camp in case Harry Kane leaves this summer. And there was a transfer tussle. United, Tottenham, and definitely Arsenal wanted Arkadiusz Milik because he has scored 13 goals in 23 outings and looks unlikely to extend his deal beyond 2021 with Napoli. Well, talking about certain aspects of the game, there is actually a good news that has been no interest for Aubameyang from Juventus, from a possibly important source. I've just come to know about it. But moving on, well, hypothetically or really, but Matteo Guendouzi is about to leave Arsenal. Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, he is fed up of not getting enough chances and fed up to prove himself under Mikel Arteta. But the problem is the disciplinary issues is not helping his case. He needs to sit down and actually think about his attitude, and he has to work on it, because if you're playing for Arsenal, you got to be classy, you got to be at least respectful. And I think there's a problem with the whole situation. But let's see. Well, not only this, let's talk about another bigger situation that Matteo Guendouzi is being linked with Real Madrid and everyone. But realistically, if we get 40 to 50 million pounds for Matteo Guendouzi, it would be a very good, we could reinvest that much amount of money. Well, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about us on this platform every single day, twice. So sit back, relax, and enjoy all the news that comes on this platform every single day. Well, I'm on a mission on reaching 5,000 subscribers. We're not far off. You guys can help me out with that. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe, my friend.